YouTube world, this is Johnny Mo coming to you. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about like you're first starting up and you're getting overwhelmed with advice. You don't know what to do. You're just kind of like you don't know where to start. I just want to tell you just to start, man. Just go out there and start. Don't listen to all these people that just like you got to charge this amount or you got to do this and you got to do that. Do what you got to do to start your business and make money. I can tell you when I first started my business, I wasn't charging standard industry pricing, and I don't really care about standard industry pricing either. I'm one of those people, I still get called a low baller today. I just don't care. I have so many people talk behind my back. I have people here that, email me and try to harass me. You know what I do when they do that? I just make more videos. Or it's just, you know what? You're never going to make everyone happy. If everyone's speaking well of you, then there's a problem. Because once you try to separate yourself, once you try to do better for yourself, there's always going to be someone grabbing you by the back and trying to pull you back. Don't even worry about them. You got to keep moving. This is a lonely business, man. You've got so many people out there yapping at you, telling you this, telling you that. Even me. If you're listening to me right now, take what you can take and then dish out the rest of it. What would you do if you were starting a business? Very first thing I do is open up my garage door, got a mower, a weed whacker, and a blower. Oh, we're good. And I would go out there and I would get work however I can. Should you worry about? No, I'm worried about insurance. It took me 4 years to get insurance. Ain't got insurance, Johnny. I don't care. I'm hungry. I'm trying to get a business off the ground. I'm trying to get off the poor section of town. I'm trying to make more than $15,000 a year. I don't care. If you charge $45 and I do it for $30, I don't care. Let me show you something I do care about. My wife and these two beautiful girls right here. I'm more concerned about putting food in their mouth than I'm concerned about your standard industry pricing. And this is not aimed at any one person. It's just when I first got in the business, everyone's like, you're a lowball. I still get it. Even my plowing prices. I bid against a guy, and he was at 65, and I was at 45. Dude, you got to bring your pricing up. No, dude, I don't. Dude, nothing. Dude is putting money in his pocket. I don't care about your pocket. Just like you don't really care about my kids. And that's fine. You don't have to, because that's my job. But don't act like you've got this thing going on and that you really care and you want to build up the community where I live and we all got to get along. We don't all got to get along. If we all got to get along, then you move to Russia or you move to China where everyone makes the same amount and we all live as communists and everyone tells us what to do. This is America. I charge what I want to charge. Keep on walking. Just keep on walking. Don't even listen to that stuff. You do what you got to do to start your business. Get it off the ground and do what you got to do. When I first started this business, this lady came to me and said, can you trim shrubs? I said, sure, but I didn't have any shrub trimming stuff. So I went to Sears. I bought a pair of hedge clippers for $89.99. They were a piece of garbage. And I went and trimmed her shrubs for $20 an hour. What? $20? Yeah, I did. That's how I got it off the ground. Couple weeks later, got another shrub trimming job for $20 an hour. I made $80 on the first one, about $130 on the next one. That's right. You got to do what you got to do. You got to get your name out there. You got to show that you can do work. I started with a Ranger pickup, a Craftsman push mower, a home light weed eater with a broom to broom off stuff. Do you know that people laughed at me? He'll never make it. And all of a sudden, here's what happened. I started buying new equipment. And I started passing these other companies and say, oh, you know what they started? You're a low baller. You don't know what it costs to do business. Nah. I just kept on walking. I ain't listening to you. It's just like on here. You got haters emailing you. You got people calling your phone, trying to prank you and stuff. Just keep on walking. I ain't playing with you. I had an issue last week where I had just a mass amount of emails with a couple people just messing with me, My wife is like, you know what, Johnny, this is for free. You're just trying to help people. You know what? Screw it. Just don't even do YouTube. So I called a friend of mine and asked for his advice. He's on YouTube. I'm not going to tell you who he is. Just a nice guy. took his time out, gave me some advice. So, you know what I decided to do? I decided to put a video out every day since then. You keep messing with me, I'll put 2 out a day. Woo, baby! Keep on walking. You just keep on walking, man. Don't listen to it. Do what you got to do. I tell you a story. When I first started out, I was living in the poorest section of town. I tell you what, my furniture was milk crates. Literally milk crates. I would turn the milk crate over and sit on them to eat dinner. You know, my furniture came from, we used to have these garbage days on where I lived, and people would throw their stuff out, and you could go through it, and you can, you know, take something that was of at least of any value. So this guy threw his furniture set out. So I went like, man, I need furniture. Listen, dude, I didn't even have furniture. I just had a bed, a little table, and some milk crates, and a dorm-sized refrigerator with a hot plate. I didn't even have a stove. My best meal was macaroni and cheese with tuna fish in it. It's called tuna noodle casserole. That's what I called it, and I'd mix it in. And you know, the furniture, I brought it home. Turned out that there was no slats to put the pillows on. There was nothing there. It you know, busted out. So I cut a piece of plywood I had laying over my neighbor's house, and he said he didn't need it, so I cut it up and I put it on there, and that's what I lived on, man. That's what I lived on. And do you think that I really care living like that, making a hot plate, a dorm-sized refrigerator, cereal, you know, couldn't pay the electric bill one month, had to wait and pay the water bill this month, the gas bill next month, the electric bill. Do you really think I care about industry standard pricing? You know what I care about? I care about getting out of the projects. I care about getting out of where I was living at. You know, I tell people this story all the time, man. I was so broke, man. I just felt like such a failure in life. I was 21, 22 years old, and I'm just like, I'm not making it, man. And all of a sudden, I have an opportunity to buy a pair of hedge trimmers, go make $20 an hour. You're living in the hood, and you're making $20. You're doing something, man. So don't ever let anyone make you feel bad, because the truth is, the big boys up here, what they want is just keep what they have. They don't want you to encroach upon it. They don't want you to mess up their lifestyle, because they have kids and everything too. So they're just going to run their mouth about how you're the low baller. Let me tell you something, Mr. I'm the low baller. If I wanted a Lincoln Navigator right now, I could take this check from this drawer and write it for cash. That's right. If I wanted a Cadillac, I can write it cash right now. See, this is the things that you don't understand. You might have to start out that way, but you don't have to end that way. You know, if you're good with your money, you're making 30% profit, you're doing as much as you can, you're going to do good, man. So you just keep on walking. Don't worry about them. They don't worry about you. The only thing they care about is maybe that you might get big enough to hurt them. I care about those 2 girls, my wife. I care about that. You know, right now we live a great life. When we buy vehicles, we don't have to, you know, look for a deal. We don't have to look for, we buy the decked out version, Navigators, the navigation system, the leather. We can do all that now. We couldn't do that then, man. I tell people this story also, man. I remember first starting out in business, I needed tools. I needed things, but just didn't have the money. I remember walking through Lowe's and just like, man, I wish I could afford that. I'd really like to have that right now. Walk over here, oh man, I'd love to have that. I couldn't. You know, you're just walking through and you couldn't afford nothing, man. You're broke, you're busted, you're disgusted, you feel less of a man. You know, you can't afford anything. You can't even afford to go out to eat, man. So fast forward to now. Right at this moment, right now, I can go through Lowe's and I can buy anything I want. I tear up thinking about this stuff, man. Sometimes I'll go through Lowe's. That's right, I'm 41 years old. I still get emotional because I know what the pain of going without food. I know what the pain is of having people laugh at you. I know what the pain of people saying you're never going to make it. I know the pain. And now I just sit here and it's like, oh yeah, I made it. It's too late. It's been almost 20 years now. And I'm not rubbing it in their face, but I'm just letting you know. I go through Lowe's sometimes and I buy tools I don't need. Like, Chani, you're a freaking idiot. You know why? Because I remember going into Lowe's and not being able to buy one thing in there, walking in and just dreaming, can I buy that tool? Can I get that tool? But now I can go in and buy anything I want. I'll go in there. I'll buy wrench sets I don't need. I got so many tools in the garage. My wife's like, why do you do it? Because I remember when I couldn't whip out cash to buy anything. I remember having to buy 25-year-old vehicles just to get going. Let me tell you something, guy. You just keep on walking. Let them talk. You do what's good for you. You do what you need to do. We don't live in a socialistic society. We live in a capitalist society. And I'm going to charge whatever I want to charge. That's right. That's right. 20 grand a month in snow plowing. But you're too cheap. Let me tell you something. Every bit of it went in the bank because I didn't need it. Keep on walking. I ain't talking to you. I ain't even listening to you. Keep messing with me, I'll put out 3 videos a day. Keep messing with me, I'll lower my price $5 more a lot. Why? Because I know my cost. You don't have to listen to these people. You listen to your heart. I'm concerned about their future. Well, Johnny, you can make more money. I'm not worried. Listen, just like you're not concerned when you do a bid is if Kayla and Kylie, my daughters, and Jennifer, my wife, just like you're not concerned about whether I am able to get them food or put clothes on their back when you do your bid. When I do my bid, I'm not concerned. So for all the haters out there, for everyone that's never going to make it, to all those Lowe's trips that I made, that I couldn't buy one single thing, when I would go to the dealership's open house and, man, I wish I could get that mower. Let me tell you something. Right now, I can go buy any mower I want ×4 cash on those low-balling prices. Exactly. So you just keep on talking, keep on whining, because the whiners are never going to be happy. They're always going to try to pull you back. They're always going to tell you you're never going to make it, and you just got to keep walking. Do you understand? This is for all you new guys out there who are going through it. For all your YouTube channels, you've got haters on it, and they're messing with you. Just, you know what? Just hit it. You just go. Start your business, man. Walk through Lowe's and dream. Walk through your dealership, take pictures of stuff that you want. See yourself getting that equipment. See yourself being successful. I'm rooting for you. Johnny Mo's rooting for you. I'm rooting for you to win. I'm your biggest cheerleader, man. I don't care if you're $10 cheaper than me in a lawn. Listen, I don't care. You don't dictate whether I get the job or not. You go get yours, man. Come on, man. Start your business, man. Pull this fear aside. Keep on walking, man. Don't listen to everybody. Not everyone's there for you. I want to see you win. I want to see you be successful. I don't want you to have to walk through Lowe's anymore, walking out with tears in your eyes because you're so defeated. I want to see you to be able to pay cash for stuff. You can do it, man. Keep on walking. Keep on walking. If people are mad you're putting out videos, put out more videos. That's right. This is my 8th straight video in a row. Why? Because people are mad. When people are mad, that means I'm doing something right. What did we do when they laughed at us? We kept on walking. We kept on walking. We kept mowing more grass, weed whacking, trimming bushes, sweat, changing shirts. Keep on walking, baby. I'm rooting for you guys. Have a great one.